I love the MCU's Captain America. He's been my favorite character in the entirety of the MCU. Hell, I even have a Winter Soldier style tattoo with Cap's shield on my shoulder. So you could imagine what I was feeling as I was watching Avengers Endgame play out, wondering who would end up being killed, Tony or Cap. I loved how they allowed Iron Man to be the one to defeat Thanos and bookend this Infinity Saga with his famous line, "I am Iron Man." This movie was the best emotional roller coaster ride I've been on since Infinity War, and I was loving every second of it. Cap in particular, who was mostly absent from Infinity War, had some of the best payoff scenes ever. We finally got to see him say, "Avengers, assemble," in epic fashion. The moment in the elevator where we believe he's gonna pull a callback to the scene in Winter Soldier and beat everybody up, but delivers the slick, "Hail Hydra." And let's not forget him finally wielding Thor's hammer Mjolnir and how badass that was. I loved Cap in this movie for about 9/10 of the way, but I did not love their treatment of Captain America at the end. In fact, you could say I felt like it was an ultimate betrayal of the Captain America we grew to love. What's up guys, TC here, and today I have a brand new series for you guys, and I'm calling it Notes on a Napkin. I don't claim to be some expert video essayist, as there are a lot of plenty great ones here on YouTube as I speak, and I'm just a simple guy, so I like to jot notes down, apparently on napkins. I actually wrote this script for this video, or the bullet points at least, on a napkin at my local Chili's, and I have that napkin right here. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you guys want to see more in this series, make sure to hit that thumbs up and engage in the comments down below. Thank you guys. 3 quotes. MCU Cap can be summarized in 3 quotes. We have heard him use these quotes throughout his journey in the MCU, and I feel like the decision he made at the end of Endgame to stay with Peggy and live out a complete life with her completely goes against everything he stood for.
You just don't know when to give up, do you?
I can do this all day.
Captain America, the First Avenger, is highly underrated in my opinion, and one of my favorite MCU movies to this day. We meet Steve Rogers, a boy who wanted nothing else but to fight for his country, a boy who jumped on what he thought was a live grenade in order to protect others. It's here where we first hear him say, "I could do this all day," when being pummeled over and over in an alleyway. That's because there is no quit in Steve Rogers. The Steve Rogers I know would fight for what's right until his heart gave out. That's my first issue with the Endgame's ending and Steve's decision. He quits. Yes, Thanos has been defeated. Yes, the planet is safe temporarily, but Steve knows that there will always be another threat, and that the Avengers were going to need him again at some point. Make excuses for him all you want. He earned it. He deserved it. Can't the guy just have some peace? Sure he can, but the Steve Rogers I know...
I gotta put her in the water.
Please, don't do this. We have time. We can work it out.
Right now I'm in the middle of nowhere. If I wait any longer, a lot of people are gonna die.
would never make that decision, knowing that he is still physically able to help because he could do it all day.
I could do this all day. Finish it. Because I'm with you to the end of the line.
I'm with you to the end of the line. Or if I can see Peggy again, then screw you. What happened to bros before hoes, Cap? Now I know what you're thinking. This is Bucky's quote, not Captain America.
I'm with you to the end of the line, pal.
But I would argue that this quote has become more synonymous with Captain America, as he has said it on multiple occasions now. My favorite being in Captain America the Winter Soldier. So what changed, Cap? You were willing to fight Tony in order to stick up for your childhood friend Bucky, even though he was committing murders while under the control of others, because you knew deep down that it was the right thing to do. Once again, the decision he makes to abandon everyone and live out his life with Peggy makes no sense for his character. I mean, just take a look at Haley Atwell and Agent Carter, and damn, I almost can't blame him. But then I can, because he's not just your everyday man. He's Captain freaking America. Cap betrays this till the end of the line mentality here when basically abandoning the Avengers to fend for themselves in the future. Something Cap would never do as long as he is able to fight.
Thanos threatens half the universe. One life cannot stand in the way of defeating him.
But it should. We don't trade lives, Vision.
It's only fitting that this last quote is a microcosm of Cap's final decision. He trades lives, literally. He trades the life he's lived up until now, the friends he's made with the Avengers, the choices he's made to fight for his country. It just all feels like all of this didn't really matter to him, and that he would trade his entire life he's lived for a new life with Peggy. It is objectively selfish. As you might have noticed so far, I haven't even touched on the timeline effects or the lack of knowledge Cap even has about the timeline in general before making such an impactful decision that will affect everyone. That's because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if this just creates alternate timelines and affects no one, because Steve Rogers, the character, still makes the selfish decision. That is what I have a gripe with. His direct actions, not the consequences of his actions. I don't see the MCU Cap ever making that decision. Now, I've seen some comments about how Tony and Steve's arcs are opposites. Tony starts off selfish and self-centered, and in the end, ultimately becomes selfless. Cap, on the other hand, starts off selfless.
Peggy. This is my choice.
And ends his arc selfishly. People are actually saying that this is okay because it's a full arc, but no. Who wants Captain America to end his arc selfishly? Not me. That's not the Steve Rogers I know. So I couldn't help but leave the theater somewhat disappointed and mixed about Cap's ending. I truly believe that Captain America should have also sacrificed his life for the Avengers. There was one scene that was so beautifully shot. It was a quick shot, but it was a shot of Captain America standing by himself, and on the other side was Thanos and his full army staring him down. This is when Cap should have faced off with Thanos alone, ultimately ending with Cap delivering the line from the comics. As long as one man stands against you, Thanos, you'll never be able to claim victory. And Thanos kills him right then and there. This then leads to the sling ring appearing and the rest of the Avengers showing up only to see their fallen soldier and proceed to kick Thanos' ass. Then at the end, as we've seen once before in a sequence when Cap was being influenced by Scarlet Witch, Cap, after passing, finally gets to join Peggy for that final dance.
Peggy.
I'm here.
You're gonna need a rain check on that dance.
Now, I'm well aware that this video will be polarizing. There will be people who enjoyed what Cap did, and others who feel the same way as I do. I just hope the MCU knows what steps to take next with Captain America. Maybe over the course of events that have yet to play out, we find out that this wasn't a selfish decision, with more context. Maybe Cap knew something we all didn't.